G'day guys and girls, welcome to another Landscape Contractor Magazine test drive. We're here with Andrew Tulloch. How are you, bud?
Hey Jamie, I'm well.
Mate, I'm looking forward to this test drive because this is a bit of an innovation. You've got the mean green mower here, but this is a bit of a standout for more than one reason. Why don't you jump in and tell everyone a little bit about it?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, it's the mean green rival is the model.
Yep.
EcoTeq are the distributors here in Australia.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's an absolute weapon and something we've never done before. Full battery, commercial zero turn.
Awesome. So we're talking zero emissions, we're talking lightweight and heaps of power, right?
That's it, yeah. Different to many, the build is aircraft grade aluminium rather than steel, both the chassis and the deck. And
looking at it, mate, it looks really well constructed, like heaps of nice big proper folds and welds and screws there, mate. This thing looks sturdy.
It is sturdy, it's fast. It's way different to many others, you know, just looking at the deck setup, you know, you've got no pulleys, no belts.
Yeah, right.
Greatly reduced maintenance, you know, let alone the fuel costs.
Awesome. So I guess the big questions that most people are probably going to ask is how long is the battery going to last for and how much power is it going to go? So we're going to answer both of those questions today because we're about to fire this bad boy up. So let's do that, then we'll come back and we'll talk power, battery longevity and performance and all those other things that everybody wants to know about.
Sure.
Let's do it. So Andrew, just jumped off the machine, mate. Number one, I was struggling to keep up with you with the tripod. You were going so quick.
Yeah, it's a bit of a weapon, I tell you.
100%, mate. So look, the 3 brushless motors for the deck did a great job cutting, but you've got an additional 2 motors to drive the rear wheels.
Yeah, that's right. Obviously, you got your 2 drive motors, just like your normal zero turn.
Yep.
Powered by the battery, which is all hidden under here, but really fast, really responsive. A little bit of getting used to. But
just felt a bit different?
Yeah, but once you get used to it, it's so more precise and light.
And the cut quality itself looked spectacular.
Yeah, well this is the rear discharge deck and it's got mulching plugs in it as well. So we've left no residue on the lawn there, going pretty quick. There is a side discharge deck as well.
If you want that.
And mulch kits for all of it.
Beautiful, mate, beautiful. Cool. So look, I think the question that I really want to know, and I'm sure everybody else out there does as well, runtime. What are you going to be getting out of the batteries in terms of your runtime for guys that are commercial operators, working big days, and all of those type of high demand requirements?
Yeah, it is always the big question, and it is a commercial machine. 7 hours runtime a day, they're saying.
Wow.
So
awesome.
That's massive for a big piece of equipment like this.
I didn't think you were going to say 7 hours. I thought you might say 5 at the most. That's impressive.
So that equates to 15 acres a day.
Beautiful.
You know, and you use them all day. You're usually not running it every hour of every day. You're off doing bits and pieces as well.
Yeah.
But 7 hours is huge for something like this, and then it's an overnight charge and you're ready for the next day.
Alrighty, so Andrew, we're going to start at the front of the machine and work our way back. Why don't you start with these awesome twills and tell everyone about them?
Yeah, well, the twills, as you can see, we've seen them on a few mowers before, but obviously there's no pneumatic tyres, so you get no flats, no downtime, so a great addition to the mean green machine.
We've actually just got some great shots on the little foot pedal here, which ties in with a couple of different ways that you can actually adjust the deck height.
Yeah, that's right. You set the deck height back up on your little control panel, but you've got a foot operated mechanism to raise or lower the deck just by tapping it up and down in 1/4 of an inch increments, so really easy.
Also, you've got your little screen at the back there, which you can do adjust your height too, right? So
that's right. It's got a little picture on there of your grass height, and you just tap the up or down button to your desired height and the deck automatically goes to that spot.
Awesome. And there's also some cool other things that you can adjust on that control panel too. Why don't you touch on those?
And as well as that, from the control panel, just with the push of your finger, you can adjust the blade speed. There's 2 blade speeds depending on the material you're cutting. There's also 2 drive speeds. So depending on the conditions, you know, obviously if it's shorter grass and you put it in the lower speed, you're going to conserve battery life as well.
Awesome. And look, you've got your 3 little LEDs here which can adjust from your green, yellow to red. Explain a little bit about that, because that's quite a cool feature.
It is, because that actually ties in with what we were just talking about. So 3 green lights, you're good to go. You're mowing correctly at the right speed for the conditions and for the grass. You'll get 3 yellow lights might come up, which says, you know, you're cutting all right, but your speed of your mower's a bit quick. Slow it down a bit. And if you see the red, well, it's a bit of an idiot light really. You're just, you know, you're pushing it too hard. So probably both your speed and your cutting.
And it's all just about optimizing performance and quality of cut, right?
Well, that's right, exactly, and taking it easy on the machine. You know, with petrol machines, you can hear them sort of labouring. So you know when you've got to back off, but with this, looks like it's a good feature.
Alrighty, so Andrew, time to talk about, I guess, the key feature on the machine, the fact that she's all electric, 0 emission. Share with everybody exactly how this machine is set up on that front.
Yeah, well, if you look at the top of the deck, it's a no-brainer. It looks quite different to many. Well, all really. There's no spindles, no pulleys, no belts. So you've got your 3 individual motors actually drive your blade. So way different. 0 belts to buy, you know, 0 greasing, just nothing to do, no maintenance at all on the top of the deck other than blow it off at the end of the day.
That's a bit of a game changer, right? So look, we've got 1, 2, 3 motors. So that's the fact where they're all located. So what's sitting around the back of the machine where the old petrol engine used to be?
Yeah, well, that's where your batteries are. All sealed, don't have to touch them. Very little overhang, not like a petrol motor. So it's a small footprint for a big machine, which is awesome. Almost the same size probably as a stander with a 61-inch deck on it, you know. So
that just leaves one thing that we haven't really touched on yet: comfort for the operator. Sitting in the chair, the armrests look good. You've got the adjustment there. How did it feel?
Yeah, that's good. Suspension seat, you know, set to your weight. Pops along nicely. There are actually also, as an optional extra, you can get a suspension set up for the front caster wheels as well.
So guys and girls, the mean green rival from EcoTeq has gone exceptionally well. And Andrew, thanks so much for being our landscaper to the stars again, mate.
No problem, pleasure.
Awesome. So for everybody out there, if you're in the market to go 0 emissions, go green, get onto the mean green from EcoTeq. It'll take care of you on all your commercial sites with all of those high demand requirements. Till next time, my name's Jamie. Take great care of each other. We'll catch you really soon.